everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, running a ready-to-wear business, running a business in general, all things business, all things fashion, and once in a while, I talk about my life. So here in today's video, I'll be talking about what you need to look out for when you want to start a boutique business. So like I said, I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer. I make clothes and I sell my designs right here in my store. And this is what I've done for the past 10 years. So let me start discussing certain things that you should know when you want to start a boutique business. So the first thing first is you need to figure out what you want to sell. Boutiques are not meant for just clothing. It's usually clothing, but it's not just clothing. It could be shoes, and it could be clothing, it could be accessories, it could be anything. So you need to figure out what it is that you want to sell in your boutique. It needs to be clear. You don't want to have a boutique where you're selling clothing items and kitchen utensils at the same time. Now that you have figured out what it is that you want to sell, you need to have in mind a clear idea of what your budget is. How much money do you want to invest into getting a space to start your boutique business? Let's say, for example, here in Nigeria, sometimes when it comes to money, I find it very difficult to figure out whether I should talk. Oh, the light just came back. I find it very difficult whether I should talk about. I find it difficult to figure out what currency to talk about when it comes to money, because I have quite a lot of people who are not Nigerian, who don't live here, who watch my videos thanks to my analytics. So I see all of you. So let's use dollars. So let's say, for example, your budget is $1,000 and $1,000 to start a boutique. Now you need to figure out locations. Can I go and rent spaces for $1,000? You can't have a budget of $1,000 and go and rent a boutique and want to rent a boutique in a place where it costs $10,000. It's not possible. As in, no, it's good to have faith, it's good to be ambitious, but you need to be practical. So when you figure out these places where you can rent your boutique for $1,000, find out if that place is okay for you to start your boutique. For example, clothes or shoes. Is this a rural area? Or is it in the city? Or is this I don't know how to explain it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Because if you go and pick a location whereby the people there are not necessarily fashion conscious or won't necessarily, they're more into interior design, so you find that area there are a lot of interior shops, interior design stores, and all those kind of things, and then you go and put a clothing boutique there, you just find out that, I don't know, but sometimes it's not really a good idea. So you need to do your homework very well when you want to get a space or rent a space to start your boutique. And I'm speaking from experience. I have run my boutique for 10 good years. And in 10 years, I have had 4 stores. So I have experience. So when you've figured out where your location will be, and your agent is beginning to tell you, or is giving you feedback on the different prices of the spaces available. By the time you've narrowed your options down and you agree to pick one, there's always a tenancy agreement. A lot of the time, it is very, very easy to just take your pen out of excitement and then sign and say, oh yeah, I have a store now. Sometimes the devil is always in the hidden details of certain things that you may not see. So you need to go through your tenancy agreement very, very well and make sure that you are okay and you agree to the terms and conditions within the tenancy agreement. If there's any issue, how do you opt out? If there's any issue that you are not comfortable with, where do you go to? What do you do? If that is not in the agreement, don't sign it. If there's anything you're not okay with in the agreement, don't sign it. And if you rent a space and they tell you, don't worry, we'll bring the tenancy agreement for you to sign after you have moved in, don't agree. You need to see it first. You need to see it, read it, and agree to everything before you move in or do anything. It is very, very important. Another thing is that you need to find out about the services that are going to be provided. So for example, if you're renting a space within a mall, you need to find out what services are available. So that means they will be asking you to pay things like service charge. So you have to find out what your service involves. Does this include things like cleaning, security, electricity for those of us that live on this side of the world, and sometimes water. Water is not always, but let's just put it in there because some people have to pay for it. Waste is also part of the service charge as well. You need to find out what services they're providing and what services you're paying for, and the ones that they're not providing, they're not paying for, that you have to sort out by yourself. So if there are services that you have to sort out by yourself, you need to find out from people around how much do they pay on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis for this particular service. And then you ask yourself, is it something I'm willing to pay for regularly? Is it something I'm going to be able to afford to pay for, or I'm going to be comfortable to pay for? These are things that you need to clear out. Clear it out before you say, this is my boutique. Another thing is, which is going to be my final thing, don't rush into getting a boutique or paying for a space because it is cheap or it is very, very affordable. You need to find out the reason why it is cheap. You need to find out the reason why it is affordable. Is it because the real estate in that place or that vicinity is not very pricey? Or is it because they're just looking for people who are not going to read between the lines and just sign on the dotted lines very quickly, and then they will have you trapped for the next couple of only God knows how long? So you need to find out why a space for your boutique business is very affordable or very cheap. Sometimes it's very affordable because you are lucky and you are blessed to have found that place. But a lot of the time, there's always an agenda or something somewhere that you don't know about and you may never know about. And what I did in my time. If it's a mall, I tend to go around asking any neighboring shop, and I'll just go in and just say, hello, how are you? Oh, I'm looking to rent that space. How long have you been here? Is there any advice you can give me? And if they are very kind enough, they will open all the kind of worms and you will know what you need to know, and then you make your decision from there. So my video for today is done. If you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And then I will see you soon. Bye!